Hello there everyone. I shared an article about the use of the dollar index, but also other currency indexes to get a feeling of where the market is at. In this video I want to explain how I look at that concept in more detail. Let's get into it right away. This is the dollar index, the weekly chart. As you can see, it's been a downward trend ever since the end of 2016, so we're in this downtrend for more than a year now. Just recently price broke out of the support area, and now we are back at this level making lows. That being said, this is just the way I look at this is I wanna know this is quite convincing. This is a real downtrend. The dollar is getting weaker. That being said, that's some information I'm working with. So let me grab something else on the chart. This is the euro currency index, the euro futures, as it's called in TradingView. As you can see over here, the euro is doing quite the opposite. The euro is getting stronger and stronger every day or every week. This is the weekly chart as well. We had some consolidation. We saw the same thing, some correction actually on the dollar. Keep those things in mind for later on in the video. As you can see now, we go to the daily chart. Price tried to break this level, fell back into this zone, then tried again, fell back, and we are now in this candle. This is the candle of this day. So here the day is just getting started, so let's see where this will turn out. It are some signs of weakness, but not yet. It's way too early to call this a correction or whatever. But keep in mind that it has been an uptrend, and price is struggling a little bit for now. Dollar, we looked at it just now, and that is a downtrend. And what we also saw on the dollar was that also over here, price came into this level over here, and then bounced back up a little bit. So it's quite the same, but then it's in the opposite direction. Other things we can look at: Great Britain, British pound. Let's put it on the weekly so we get a view of the bigger picture. Of course, all the Brexit news and everything pushed the Great British pound lower and lower and lower, and for now it looks like price is finding its way back up. Oh, we don't need a relative strength index in this one. So the thing is, after quite a sell-off, it looks like price is turning to the upside. This was a level that needed to be broken, and it looks like that is actually happening. So keep in mind, dollar is weak, euro is strong. Great Britain has become pretty weak over the last couple. This started in September, October of 2015. So for a year and a half, this has been quite a sell-off in the British pound, and it looks like price has found a bottom just around here and is trying to get back up there. It would be nice to see if this level, if this break will actually hold. If it does, we can see more momentum. So the British pound will become stronger. That's the way the futures are telling us what's going on right now. Then with the Swiss franc, it's quite a ride, quite neutral most of the time. The Swiss franc. Right now, what we see over here is that price has broke this trend line. Let me put that on the monthly chart. Okay, well, it's not that clean. This is quite a spike, but that was, to me, that was the spike around the crash back then. So I don't know why I drew it like this, but let's forget this trend line for now. Fact is, price broke out, so it is making a higher low and followed by a higher high. This is not a rangy market anymore. It was a rangy market all the way for the last year and a half, but it seems like the Swiss franc is starting to trend from here on out. So again, keep that in mind. So the Swiss franc is getting stronger. What else do we got? Canadian is has been getting weaker, but for now we broke this trend line. We are starting to make a channel that is moving to the upward slightly. So that's interesting to see how that will develop from here on out. Let's see what happens. So Canadian dollar is getting a bit stronger. Japanese yen has been in also a downward move, and is starting to turn. When I look at this, I would say it is a upward moving channel, but I would like to see some more confirmed breaks before actually doing anything. But this is at a critical level, so I would like to see this one pop out either direction. But it looks for now that we are making higher lows as well as some higher highs, but let's get some more confirmation on this one. But keep in mind, Japanese yen is starting to get stronger. Again, we are here at the Aussie. The Australian dollar is getting stronger as well. Very clear picture. Let's put it on. Let's see. This obviously is a channel, but it's moving to the upside. This is a weekly, so for the last the Australian dollar has been getting weaker and weaker and weaker, but for the last year it's starting to get stronger, and it's actually in a quite bullish move right now, but it's near this this resistance level. So let's see what price will do around here. That's also an important thing. The overall trend of the Aussie, it's getting stronger, but keep in mind that the Australian dollar is at this reaction point as well. So we could see a drop after this, or some correction or whatever. Keep that in mind when you're looking at Australian dollar related pairs to trade. Now, the last one for now is the New Zealand dollar. Has been trending in a downtrend ever since, but the first higher low is in. So let's see. This is kind of the same as the Aussie. Let's see where this will be heading. The Australian dollar, New Zealand dollar. This is actually more like the yen, if you ask me, but never mind the details in that. The thing is, I think it's very interesting to use these futures to see the strength of the single currency. The dollar is very weak at the moment, and the euro is very strong at the moment. So keep that in mind. Then when we look at the this is the euro dollar pair, so it's not the futures or the dollar index, it's the pair. Because of the weak dollar and the strong euro, price has been trending to the upside. Now keep in mind that the euro has been getting a little bit weaker at the moment. The rally seems to stall for a little bit, and the Australian dollar has crashed down, but seems to be showing a pin bar. So maybe over the next couple of days we will see some more momentum to the to consolidation, not back up, but consolidation. Same thing is what we see over here. We ran into this. Let me go back to the weekly for a little bit. This was a downward trend line, came from the weekly. We ran into that level as well. We know that the futures, we know that the dollar index and the future for the euro are getting weaker. It's the same thing we are seeing over here. We're seeing that price moved up into this level, got rejected twice, and now we have this little indecision, small bullish, bearish candle, but we are not actually seeing lows or whatever. But the thing is, my idea on this pair is that we from here on out will see some correction back into at least this previous resistance, now maybe support level. By then this trend line will catch up as well, so there will be some reaction around this level for sure. Great re-entry moment. If you don't feel comfortable shorting against the trend, then just let it go. If you do, if you do, then take a short. Nevertheless, once we run into this area, you can continue trading with the trend probably. Also look at the futures, of course, the dollar index. Does it confirm the idea that the dollar will become weaker again once we're here? Because the way down here will mean the dollar will get a little bit stronger and the euro will get a little bit weaker, and then the other way around, we move that way. So, and of course we can zoom into the 4-hour chart where we see this could be a potential lower low. Not really feeling it unless we see a break of this level, the 23,850, but you get my point. Then I want to show one more. I showed you guys that the Swiss franc was very strong and the euro was very weak, so this is quite an insane drop. So strong versus weak, you get these kinds of moves, but also strong versus strong. The euro is strong, the Swiss franc was strong, but like we saw, the euro looks to pause for a minute in its move, but the Swiss franc just broke out very strong, is getting into new levels and is really getting strong. So when we move to the euro Swiss franc, we also see a huge drop, but we see a different kind of drop than we saw on the dollar. Nevertheless, this move is huge, but the fact that the euro still is strong and the Swiss franc is even stronger means that this trend is actually turning around right now. So the strength of the Swiss franc is even bigger than the strength the euro is at right now, pushing it out of this upward channel. This looks like you're at the beginning of a new trend or a correction or whatever. This is a huge drop, three red candles like this. I personally am waiting for a pullback into these levels, and then I will definitely take a short on this one, but let's see how that works out from here on. So I hope I made my point clear. From time to time I look at the dollar index and all the futures of the single currencies, so I get a picture of, like we just saw, Great British pound is looking to get very bullish, the Swiss franc is looking very bullish, the euro is bullish, some indecision in New Zealand and Japanese yen, will it be an upward or a downward move, the Australian dollar very bullish, and of course we get them all. Yeah, of course the dollar is the weaker one of them all. So let's see where we go from here. Thank you guys for watching. This is all just educational material. I want to share my thoughts on the market, the way I trade, just to help you guys to get a strategy set up and to get profitable in the market for your own, for some money on the side next to your job, or for maybe you want to one day switch to trading as a full-time job, where, well, if you ask me, trading will never become something full-time because it's more waiting than actually trading, if you do it the right way. But I wanna help you guys learn more, so you're welcome. See you in the next video. Don't forget, visit the links below. I want to help you for free if you join one of the brokers. There's no secret, I get some commission for people who trade there, so I will be happy to help you for free. The other way around, if you are comfortable with the broker you're trading at, just go to trader.com. That's trader with 3 R's, standing for risk reward ratio. Trader.com. Visit the mentoring page. If you need my help, just click on the mentoring page, and I'll be happy to schedule some sessions with you to help you, whether you're trading with one of my brokers or not. I'm happy to help. So see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye bye.